Today I'm here with Ron Hayden, who's the founder of Kenovation Technologies. I'm going to talk with him about his job and what he and a select group of associates have developed that is well overdue. Listen up, America, because this innovation can save lives, maybe even yours or someone you love. Now I will start by introducing Mr. Ron Hayden and ask him, what do you do for a living?
I'm an over-the-road truck driver. I own my own truck and see a lot of this travel.
So how long have you been a professional truck driver?
35 years.
I bet you've seen and experienced a lot out there on the road. Tell me, what are some of the changes you've seen since you've been trucking?
There continues to be more and more traffic on the road. They've progressed from manual operation to a computerized operation. Bigger issues is in the volume of the traffic out there. We have a problem now because we went to an e-log system. Everybody's shutting down about the same time. Trying to find a parking spot, it's just almost impossible.
What changes have you seen that have made trucking more friendly and safe for the driver?
When I started trucking, they went from spring ride suspension to air ride suspension to give the truck a softer ride. We went from cab over trucks to conventional trucks. They went to an ABS system for a safer stopping ability of the truck. Went from Dayton wheels to Bud wheels. The list just goes on.
So based on your 35 years of professional trucking, what is the biggest safety issue that you've seen in the industry?
The driver. The driver is the most important part of it all. Without him, if he's lacking in his ability, it's all over. Game over.
I understand that you drive a semi-truck that you sleep in during your time out on the road. What do you call those kind of semis, and are there many of those out on the road?
They're sleeper berths, yeah, and about half of the trucks that are out on the road are licensed sleeper berth trucks. The other half are day cabs, so we're talking about the ones that's out 24 hours or better. They're capable of 24 hours out there, and that's what they do.
So how long have semi-trucks with sleeping quarters been around?
In 1933, Kenworth built a first sleeper truck. When they did that, it was during the Great Depression, and things had to be done so that they could afford to stay out on the road.
Has there been any innovations or improvements to the overall functioning of the bed?
No, it's been flat as long as I can ever remember, and as far back as history records. So.
We all know how difficult and frustrating it is at times to get good sleep in the comfort of our own homes. Tell me, what kind of additional challenges do truckers have to get a good night's sleep inside of the bed?
We constantly have to reposition ourselves in the truck from one end of the bunk to the other due to unlevel surfaces we park on. Truckers often use dunnage and all kinds of risky tricks to get the bed up. A lot of these tricks can cause serious injury, property damage. Drivers using these tricks, sometimes will just hurt themselves in general doing it.
I understand that getting a better night's sleep in the truck has been on your mind for quite some time. Tell me about that.
The concept of this desire to allow drivers to have control of their bed, it just only makes sense to me. It started out as an added luxury, and now it's become, an important health issue.
When did you start seriously focusing and working on innovating the bed to semis to improve the quality of sleep?
In 2014, I assembled a team. It consisted of a good friend of mine. I went to him and I asked him, could it be built? He thought about it. He said yes. We decided to build it. I also talked to my chiropractor about it. He liked it for the health benefits of it all. He decided to do the research on it and found it to be something that we really needed to pursue.
So what have you learned from Dr. Parker regarding the sleep of the bed?
Well, all the research that he took up on us saying was all pointing in the same direction, that the body always sleeps a little bit on the elevated side. There's a number of things that covers. Later on, I'll let Richard talk about that. That's his field.
So tell me a little bit about what sleep deprivation is.
Well, sleep deprivation is any time you have a lack of sleep. You don't get proper sleep. You have interrupted sleep. these things all lead to just something really bad. I mean, it's like any other job. If you don't sleep good the night before, you wake up and you just don't perform well.
So how long does it take not getting enough sleep to cause sleep deprivation?
One night.
So tell me, how does sleep deprivation affect our health?
I think that it probably affects their performance. I think there again, I think I need to let Richard answer that question in more detail.
I understand that you found some important information and statistics regarding drowsy driving. Please explain some of those.
Well, it comes down to drivers can be, if they're fatigued, they can be just as dangerous as somebody impaired on alcohol or drugs, either one. 30% or so of the drivers out there that get in a major crash, it usually ends up in fatality. You know, it's something that we can help with. We can't control it all, but we can help with it.
Well, those are some serious numbers. Now I want to turn our attention to what Kenovation Technologies has made to help truckers get better sleep. Please demonstrate and explain the innovation that we have here.
Can you be my test subject?
I can.
Lay down for a minute. You see the red button there? Raise that up. There you go. Tell me when it feels about where you'd like to have it if you were sitting there.
Maybe right about there.
Okay. This is something that if you're in an unlevel parking spot, a lot of drivers have to remember. These things lay downhill. 4 out of 6 nights, I'm laying downhill. This girl right here is got it up where she likes it. The bed also helps you with sleep apnea, sinus problems, and allergies. So, I mean, there's a number of things this does, but the main thing about it is you don't have to sleep unlevel. You can sleep in any position you want, anywhere you want, and that's the name of the game. There's functions to the bed that probably ought to be seen by all the people out there. This is a double frame. This is actually the part that sits in your truck. You have an outer frame and an inner frame. The inner frame is the one that goes up and down. It's actually operated by a couple of air shocks. There's really no chance of fire because there's no electrical components to it. It's all on pre-existing air with the truck. It just makes it safer that way. Also, it has two straps that basically keep it in place if the truck were to roll. It can't go any higher than 10.5 inches. It also has one other function I think everybody needs to address. They're wanting to know where the storage space went. It's pretty simple. It doesn't change. It all works the same. All your storage is still here. You can still get to it from the outside. You can get to it from the inside of the cab. But you haven't lost any of your storage. Very simple.
Thank you so much for your time. If you're interested in our product, please go to KenovationTechnologies.com. And remember, always drive safe.